it's happening all. Well, I've given up on worrying about fixing the audio on the GoPro. I can't do it. I don't. I've looked at every resource I can. I've tried every other mic and all sorts of stuff. So what we're gonna do, from what I've seen and from what I've read from other people, what I'm gonna have to end up doing is go with like a Tascam, which is it's an external audio recorder, which adds another device that I gotta get ready and stick in my pockets and wire up to my helmet. But it just runs straight to the audio. So basically the camera will just record the video, the Tascam will record the audio. When I get home, download them both to the computer, combine them. But those cost a couple dollars, so it'll probably be a little bit before I can get one of those, because, well, money. And then until then though, I think I'm just gonna have to, the videos that I make are gonna have to be staying off the expressway, staying below 40 or whatnot, because anything above that, there's just too much noise and it creates that crackling. So I don't know why, but that's what it's gonna be. I was watching that news story the other day, and it's really unfortunate that that drunk guy like ran through Times Square and ran over like 13, 14 people. Ended up killing one girl, one lady, woman. She was 18 years old, and I mean, that's just, I don't know if by the sound of it she was walking with her sister, and I don't know if she was protecting her sister, didn't even see it coming, but it's gotta be just devastating. I don't know, Brian, or no, when do you guys think that like the singularity is gonna happen, when all the robots come and take over the world? Personally, I don't think it'll be in my lifetime, but it's like, well, I guess there's a video game out called Deus Ex, and it goes the opposite way. The robots don't take over, but what ends up happening is there's two factions of people. There's the side of people that believe that human augmentation is a good thing and it's just the next step in human evolution, and then there's the natural people who believe that, you know, if you're not 100% real human flesh and blood, then you don't belong. And we don't have much like that now. Any type of stuff like that is for our military amputees. They have arms and legs and stuff that have computers in them, and they're getting more and more advanced as time goes on. But this one video I was watching actually made a really good, holy crap. This one video I was watching made a really good point, and what it was looking at was like your heart. If you think about it, everyone's heart is going to go out at one time or another. Your heart's going to go out, and a heart is something that they have transplants and stuff like that, and they have those mechanical hearts. But just think, if 15, 20 years from now they have smaller, more efficient hearts, and say some 20-year-old guy, history of heart disease in his family, he goes in there and, hey, can you pull mine out and pop one of those artificial ones in there, and boom, he's good for the rest of his life. Which I could see stuff like that being the beginning of it, because then when does it stop? I mean, when do you get to the point where someone says, well, I can get an augmented robot arm, and then I could really do some curls. Their arm, the mechanical robot arm, would be 10 times stronger than a human arm. So now you got people with, you know, artificial arms and hearts and eyeballs that have zoom and x-ray vision and all sorts of stuff like that built into them. And if you think about it, I mean, when does it stop? And when are you not a human anymore? I mean, it's a pretty cool theory, though. I don't shy away from it. I think it's kind of neat. But so what side would you guys be on? Would you be on the, you know, if it's not flesh and blood human, then augmentation is bad? I know another problem in the game was rejection. The human body sending out antibodies and rejecting the metal or, you know, neural connections or whatever that they use to connect the parts to the people's bodies and stuff. If it can advance what we can do as humans, then why not? It's kind of weird though. I mean, I think their biggest issue right now is that they can't connect the brain. They don't have the brain fully mapped to where they can run nerves up the body and connect it straight to the brain. All this stuff now connects to like twitch muscles and stuff. Like they have forearms and stuff, but they're just connected to the bicep muscles, and you know, by how you flex your bicep, you can make the hand open and close. And I remember, unfortunately, I don't remember the full joke, but I do remember my Uncle Ed sitting on top of our washing machine, or on his washing machine, telling a joke about someone using a robotic arm to pleasure themselves. And the punchline of the joke was basically ripping his privates off. But what was so funny at the house was he was so animated when he did it, he like swung his arm up and punched himself in the bottom of the jaw just because he was, I don't know, so into the joke. But I still remember that though. There had to be an accident or something. I don't think I've ever seen traffic this bad right here. You guys see that one thing? There's a guy on a diet who was eating 2 pounds of bacon a day for like 2 to 3 months, and he lost 20 pounds. And that is a lot of bacon. They said that he had so much bacon and so much grease, he was just doing shooters of the bacon grease because he didn't know how else to get rid of it. They said it worked good for him, but the problem is there's way too much salt. As far as the meat and stuff, I mean, that's just meat. I like meat. You know, I'm not one of those plant eaters. Obviously, because I can hold my bike up. I mean, if I was one of those plant eaters, I'd be too weak to hold it up and I'd just fall over all the time. But being a meat eater, I can do that. Alright guys, looks like I'm going to be here a while, so if I can't think of anything else for the next couple minutes here, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and as always, thank you guys for your support. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get back to you. And you guys have a great day. Take care.